welcome to this session of the course. So today I'm going to be showing you how to create event flyer in Photoshop. It's actually going to be a virtual event flyer, and I already have some details crafted out. So this is the notes I created. So I actually got some details from ChatGPT just to like get the title of the event since it's not like an actual event. So this is the idea I have, the title of the event, the guests, and already I'm just going to look through my picture folder and see if I can find some pictures that will work out for the design I have. So I sketched something on paper. So that's the idea I'm going to use for this flyer. Those certain things might change, but anyways, let's go. So I'm going to click on new file, create new file, and then I'll do 2400 width, height 3000, then resolution 300, and these on pixels. Then create. So first of all, I'm going to start by drawing a shape. Yeah, just use the shape for one segment of the flyer. So I'm going to draw this shape. Don't worry about the color. I will change the color when the time comes. Yes, okay, it's plain black. So I want to curve this side. So I'm going to click on this angle here. You see this particular angle here. I'm going to click on it and I curve it like this, just a little bit like this. And then I would save it and move it up a bit. I think here. Then I'll go and search for my pictures. I have this folder where I usually save my pictures. So not all my pictures, but just some pictures I use for some designs I do. So I'll be working with some pictures from this folder. So let's look and see if these are already PNGs, like I've already removed their background. So um let's see. For this, looking at this, I'm looking for a picture of a man that can walk fine. But anyways, before I start doing this, let me just craft out some things that I have for the design. This black is too dark. Let me find a color. I'll come out to my color palettes. I usually save some colors from the net. So these ones, most of them are saved from Pinterest. There are some I created by myself, but I'll just drag this one here and I'll use some colors from there. So I'll drop this. So this is going to be where we'll pick our color, but we're not going to use all these colors. I'm just going to pick like two from here, just to find what we can use. So for this one, I will try this. Let's see. Okay. I think I like this purpley color like this. Yeah, this one. I like I like this color. So I'm just going to resize this so it's not going to be obstructing me when I'm doing some things. So this is what we have here. First of all, then I'll just lock this layer so it's not going to distract me. Then I'll come down to the shape here because the idea I have is to have like the images of the guests for the event in the box. So you create new folder and then I'll just draw a shape like a rectangle shape. And then I'll just add some effects to this picture because what I'm going to do, I'll have to duplicate the picture. And if I don't add the effect now, it's not going to blend properly. So let's just go camera raw filter. It's loading. Okay, yeah. I'll just zoom closer so I can see the effect I'm doing there. So just add a little bit of exposure. Drop. So whenever you are trying to like brighten a picture, you need to be looking at how the effects are playing out on the picture. So sometimes you don't just okay because you have a specific way of doing your color, your effects, your brightening effect on your picture, then you just stick to that particular pattern. You have to check if it's actually blending with the picture that's on the screen. So here, I don't really want to alter too many things, just to give his picture a little bit, just glow it up a bit. So clarity, and then yeah, I think this is okay. Yeah, it's okay like this because at the end I'm still going to add some little brightening effect. So this is okay. So what I'm going to do, this I'm going to duplicate this is picture, duplicate, then I would turn off the first one, then I'll right click on the other one and create clipping mark. So it's creating a clip mark into this particular shape here. Then I'll turn on the other one. It's at the same spot. Then I'll create a layer mask on this one. Then I'll pick my dark brush and I'll paint out this area. So anyways, let me just paint out with the sorry. Let me paint out with the hard brush so it won't like probably alter certain things. So I'm painting out with the hard brush. I'll paint out every part like this. So what I did, I just want his head to be out of frame, then the other part of the body down. So we already have one of our guests here like this. So I'll go and source for the other guests images. Let's see. So this is what we have for the guests. So their names will need to be in front of them. So let's see how we're going to do it. For this one, you can probably there are different styles you can do. You can add a little dark shade inside the picture and write their names. But for this, I'm going to create a shape in front of them. I'm sure it's the same size. So I'm going to curve the shape. Yeah, curve it. I think it's a bit too curved. Then yeah, we're going to have this shape in front of them, but we're going to add some colors to it. So we bring back our color palette. Turned it off the last time. So what I usually do, like this entire picture of the guests, I usually group them. But anyways, let me just do the other thing before I group it. So I turn on the color palettes, tap on this one, and then I find the color that can match with our previous color. So I think this color is good. Can actually make it a gradient. Let me try a gradient and see. You double click on the shape from the layer panel. Come to gradients. Uh, so I'll select this darker side and add another handle, and then I'll select the lighter area. So I think this red color is too darkish. Okay, let's see how the gradient works. So play around with the handles. I don't really like the gradient color. on it. Don't really like the gradient, but let's see, it's still not bad. You can just toggle it off and on from here. So the gradient is not bad, it's still okay. So what I'm going to do, I turn off this color picker, this color palette here. I'm just going to duplicate, so we can now start typing the name of the guest and other things. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to design the upside, which is going to carry the name of the event. And I would like to add a background picture here with some kind of gradients, effects, gradient mapping effects on it. So it gives us some kind of effect like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move to our folder. There's this picture I have here. I downloaded it from, I think, on Splash, or yeah, I think it's on Splash. Downloaded this picture from on Splash. This is the picture I'm talking about. So I'll drag it here and drop it. Yeah, so this is it. So let's see, I'll hold shift and turn it like this, and then I'll drop it down, take it up. Let me just fit it in a way that it will match into this shape. So I'll take it down to our main shape, that's the shape at the top, and then I create a clipping mask. So you can see it's inside that shape now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a gradient map from the layer panel here. Just tap on this icon here. You see gradient map. So we have this green color. That's because the color selected on our foreground here is green. If you tap out, you see. So what I'll do, I'll turn on our color palette, and let me see. I'll pick a color from here. Let me just pick this purple and turn on the lawn and pick something dark. So I'll go back to the, anyways, let me just see how I can do it. Down here, turn on the gradient map, and then I'll just pick the color. Let me just pick this. Oh, speaking white. Okay. Now, first of all, just create a clipping mask on it. So the gradient map layer. I'm just trying to pick the color directly here. So it's picking from the colors in our foreground, but there's a way I need to place it so it's give us that darkened effect on the picture. So I'm going to play around with this gradient map to see how it blends properly with our design. So this one I think it needs to be this purple color. Yeah. So I've picked the purple. Need to have like a dark frame here. Drag this one to here, yeah. So this is kind of the kind of effects I want to have. So the texts that we're going to add there will be visible. So I'm just going to play around with this one. Take this one down. Then these two, I think I need it to be a bit darker. Let's leave this one like this. So now then we can add another handle here and still play around with the darkness of it. So just to give it some more kind of tints. So I like this dark purple shade. Let's see. Yeah, it's okay like this. So with time you can still refine. If you're doing something like this, you can come back, you can always come back and refine the shape. Okay. I think with this one being up, it brings out some kind of light on the design. So for this one, let's see if I take it to this side. Yeah. So let's save it like this for the meantime. If we need to retouch it again, then we'll do that. But I actually think we need to retouch it. So this one, we'll just drop the color down a bit. Yeah, because I'm looking at a way that the text we're going to apply is still going to be visible. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come down to the actual image and then I go to filter and I'll add a little bit of Gaussian blur on it, some slight Gaussian blur. So now I have it too sharp so it won't distract the text. Slight Gaussian blur on it like this. Yeah, something like this is okay. So we'll then move to typing out our text. So from my research, which I used ChatGPT to do, I just like got a name for the events. This is it on my notes here. Title of the event is Incredible Vibration. So copy. So I'm going to type this. It's going to be above. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to group this entire guest images. I'm going to group them. So starting from this, I'll scroll down, tap on the last one, and then I'll press Ctrl G. I group it so there will be one layer to avoid too many distractions here. So I'll just type guests, for example. Then I can go. I can see that this lady's image has some white edges. How the edges of our images are white, so we can clean that up. But for now, let's just go to the other thing we can do. We can do that one when we are done with some other things. So I'll come down to this place here, then I'll type the text. I'll just create text effect and then I type it incredible vibration. And then I'll change the color to white so you can see. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the incredible at the top and then the vibration boldly written. So I'll cut the vibration, Control X, and then just add I made it to be capital letter. So if you want to make it capital letter, you can sit down in this text effect, you can play around with this, you can make it bolder, you can make it capital letter, you can make it italics. So for this one I make it capital letter, all caps. So then I'll move to increasing the size of the incredible. Let's say this is okay. I don't want it to be too bold like this because I want the incredible vibration. I want the vibration to be bold, so I don't want this one to be bold. I just use regular. Yeah, regular. Then I'll duplicate it and then I'll type the vibration. Oh, sorry, paste the vibration that we had. Vibration. It went back to the smaller size text because that is what I copied. So bring it up, like I said, turn it to all caps. So now we have incredible vibration. All we need to do is to align it properly. So incredible vibration. Then if you want to align it, like the all should be at the middle because we're using the center alignment through here. So I want everything to be at the middle. So I'll tap on this vibration from here. And then you see here, I'll come at the top, right click on this, selection, canvas. So it activated these other alignment options here. So from here, I'm going to click on this one, the centralized one. You see, it's at the middle. Tap on the other one, it's at the middle. So this is actually what I want to do on the this particular one. So I'm just going to position them properly. Let's see. I think the vibration text, let's see if it's too big. I might want to drop it down a bit. No, it's okay the way it was. So I want it to be bold, like boldly written. I like tightening my text a bit. Let's see. So you don't have too many space. Not like you have to tighten it too much, but let's see. Yeah, it depends. Yeah, so this is okay. Vibration, align it back again. So um below the text there's an option. There's this like a theme of the event. I don't think I pasted it here. So for this conference, this is a 3 day life changing youth conference. I'm going to paste this our layer style that we have, copy layer style. That's this color we have on this, on top of this guest images, this yellow color. I want to paste that gradient layer style. So you come, you right click on it, you click copy layer style, you go down to the conference image, to the sorry, the text, a 3 day life changing youth conference, and then you paste it. So you see, it gives it that this thing. You can still go down to the right, double click on the gradients, and then you play around with the this handle here, so you can rearrange the position of it. So I think this is okay. Yeah, we have this here like this. So the next thing I'm going to do is to start adding the other details below, like the venue, the name of the guests, the dates, and all that. So I'll first of all start by I want a box to be down here where the image, sorry, the title are going to be placed. So okay, there's this effect I'm thinking to do on the text on this incredible here. So I think the white is just plain white, but this yellow color needs to be reflected a bit on it. So you see the in the incredible, I would change the color to this yellow, and then I would make it bold. Yeah, you can see it added a little spice, but I think the gradient color in this a 3 day life changing, it doesn't work nice for it. So I'll just tap the color from here. I'll just pick it from what we have now using the color picker. So you see it pops out better than the gradient. So you need to know when to use the gradients and when not to use it. So if you see now, I turn on the gradients, it goes okay. It's okay, I understand why it was not really bright. It's because the color of the text itself was white. So that's why it's still reflecting kind of a whitish feel on it. So, anyways, that's that. So we have this incredible vibration, a 3 day life changing conference. So you can still play around with anything. If you have any other thing, you can add text on the rest. But for now, we'll go with this one. So these are the guest images. We'll have some details between below them. So, but first of all, I'm going to come up and I'll just draw another shape like this, and then I'll curve it a bit. I think it's too long, so I will drop it down like this. I think it's okay. Yeah, considering the details I have, the many details I have, so I need to ensure that this layer has the same color as the as like it has our color, our purple color. So I think this purple color that we have behind the guest is a bit too bright. I need something like darker. So let me see if I can play around with it using the one we have up here. So I think I like this. It's not too dark. Then I'll just toggle it up a bit from, yeah. I think I like this one a bit darker than bright purple. So I'm just going to tap on each of the shape from the other guests and tap it so it becomes like, I don't worry about this white edges we have on this guest. Like you can see the guy here, we have some white edges. Anyways, let me fix his own. But for that of the lady, we might take a little bit more time to clean out. So his own here, if you have white edges from your pictures like this is what you do. I come to the picture here. Okay, remember we have two pictures. we have two pictures. So the one at the top is the main one. So what we do is you click on, okay, I think I need to convert this to a smart object because we have it cleaned already. Let me see what I can do. Okay, it doesn't work. So Control D. So because we already have this, like it's doing something here, what we're going to do is we're going to first of all right click and convert it to a smart object, even though it's already a smart object, but just convert it to a smart object again. So now you hold Control and click. If you look down the layer, you can see I release Control, but when I hold Control, you can see it brings up this box on top of the hand. So Control like this, and then I come to the layer mask. It gives it this dark. You can see it's like an inverted layer mask. Then you come to Filter, come to Others, Order, and then you go to Minimize. So right here, you can type in the figure you want. Let's say I type in 2. It's kind of reducing the edges, cleaning out some edge, some things that some part of the picture that have some those white edge space. So let's see. So the other white edges you can see is from the picture below. Yeah, you can see I turned out the picture below and you can see it has this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing for the picture below. Control, dark space, and then you see you just did by itself, kind of respected the effect. That's the clean the edges. So that's that. You can see as I zoomed out, it doesn't have those white edges again. But for that of this lady, I need to clean it out manually, like to use the brush tool and clean out, clean out, clean out. But for now, let me just focus on the other aspect of the design till we are able to achieve what we at least achieve enough before we start moving to the other one. So I'm going to go down to this particular shape here. I want it to be a gradient shape. So I'm going to come down to the gradient tool.